Hi, I'm Jeff from Tree Apron. TwisterNock is a mechanical knock. This little gadget is like capturing a twister and adding it to your arrow. It rotates the arrow on your bow string as soon as you release. The initial rotation, depending on the speed of your bow, is between 8 to 10,000 RPM. The secondary rotation, right before it leaves your bow string, is between 4 to 6,000 RPM. The initial rotation helps the spine of the arrow when the arrow is most vulnerable and the bow string pressure is at its maximum and is trying to transfer all that kinetic energy onto your arrow. That's usually when most of the flexing happens. When arrow flexes, two things happen. First, you lose some kinetic energy right off the bat. Then the arrow is bouncing all over as it comes off your bow. And you need to put big fletching on it to stabilize it before it reaches the target. And fletching works on air drag. As you're using air drag to correct the arrow, you lose more speed and more kinetic energy. When you use TwisterNock, as you can see on the slow motion video, the arrow doesn't get a chance to flex. In order to keep the arrow stabilized downrange, the minimum fletching is required. For field point, target shooting, target practice, these little plastic wings, about 1/4 inch long, is all you need. If you're shooting broadhead, they're soft wings, about 1/2 inch, and plastic hard wings. And this is all you need to stabilize the arrow. Let's try the 20-yard target shot. Just a knock. I'm going to try 40-yard shot. That's good. Second target, I'm going for the deer. Again, fixed broadhead and TwisterNock. I'm going for the 3 deer. That's set at 30 yards. Kill. Third one, fixed broadhead, Grim Reaper with TwisterNock, shooting at 40 yards at the turkey. Is it turkey decoys back there? When you shoot with TwisterNock, the arrow comes out of your bow like a bullet coming out of a rifle. It doesn't matter how far the target is, 20, 40, 60, 80, or even 100 if your bow is capable of shooting that far. It flies through the air straight as an arrow, and it enters the target straight as an arrow. It's extremely accurate, and it delivers maximum kinetic energy all the way from your bow to your target. As you can see in the next slow motion video, the arrow penetrates the target and rotates into the target until it comes to a complete stop and shoots foam from the other side. That means if you're using broadhead, it costs more tissue as it goes through the target. Go ahead.
Wow. No, I just shot a 3-inch group, or a 3 arrow.
3-inch group? That's pretty good for you.
a 3 arrow group. The second shot, 2 of them were the exact same hole. The other one was just an 1/8 off, but same hole. Unbelievable.
How about you, buddy?
Me? I shot a 5-shot group. Out of the 5 arrows that I shot, I had them all within a 1/4. And 2 of them was in the same hole. So
buddy.
It takes a lot to impress me, and this is one thing it does.
I'm doing this in the archery business all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is one product that's going to revolutionize arrows. You don't have to necessarily buy the best of the best arrows for straighteners. Because of the spinning of that pops off and the rotation of it, it'll take a bad arrow and make a good arrow great.
The lighted knock goes on every time. As soon as you shoot the arrow, that light goes on automatically. And it stays on until you take your arrow and turn it off manually. That's 3 shots with the TwisterNock, the lighted one. Now, let me back this up a little. One concern everybody has is the weight of TwisterNock. Now, because you rotate the arrow mechanically, you're not relying on air to correct the arrow. It's coming off your bow spinning. Therefore, the weight, it doesn't affect as much. Actually, when you shoot with the lighted knock, because it's heavier, not only it flies same as the regular TwisterNock, but it penetrates much deeper into the target and it carries more kinetic energy. The lighted TwisterNock has a larger battery than other lighted knocks. It lasts a lot longer. It's very accurate, flies just like a regular knock with the same accuracy, and it also penetrates a little deeper into the target. It's very easy to use. The knock itself is about 37 grain. That's complete with fletching and everything for target practice. All that technical information is on the website. With hard plastic vanes for broadhead is a little over 40 grain. All you have to do is cut your arrow to the length. You can actually cut it about 1 inch shorter. Take the TwisterNock out of the package and insert it on the arrow. It goes inside the arrow shaft, and part of the sleeve goes over the arrow shaft and reinforces it. And that's it, you're ready to go shoot. For hunting or different application, if you want to change to soft vane, it's very versatile. All you have to do is snap off the sleeve and use different kind of sleeve on it, whether soft vane or for hunting, plastic hard vane. You put it on, press it until you hear a snap, and you're good to go. Now for hunting, you may want to glue the sleeve on the arrow shaft. So if you make a pass through, it doesn't come out. Also, if you're using whisker biscuit, you may want to glue it on the shaft. I highly recommend using drop-away rest because you get maximum performance out of it. There's absolutely no speed loss, no loss of kinetic energy. You could either cock it in advance and keep it in your quiver, or cock it on your bowstring. All you do, you put it on the bowstring, press it in, and turn it until it gets locked. And you can see it's compressed. That means it's ready to be shot. I've shot many broadheads, Muzzy, G5, Green Reaper, Interlock, and they all fly good, and all you need to stabilize the arrow is this little fletching. Using this Falcon broadhead by Interlock, they're about 1 inch diameter. I had to be very careful. As you can see in the next video, the entire arrow blew through my target more than once. Shooting broadhead, you have to make sure that they're not damaged or they're perfectly balanced. If you use a broadhead that has a bend in a blade or got a nick in it, it's going to affect the flight of the arrow when you rotate it that fast. Using mechanical broadhead, you have to make sure that they won't open prematurely. If there's a chance that they might open prematurely, I could guarantee you that using TwisterNock, they're going to open right off the bat because of the added speed and the rotation. So you may have to add additional rubber ring. But I've been using these interlock broadheads. I've had no problem with it. Also, if you're using any kind of mechanical broadhead that opens from the back, like Rage or other brands, they work fine. Check our website. All the products that I designed to improve your archery and hunting ability. And know that I stand behind my product. Try them. If you're not happy, send it back and you get your money back. And join the revolution, the hunting revolution. Thank you.